Running backs?
I think they're close.
That's what I have.
I think they're close.
They have talent there. I think if Logan Diggs is still in a Notre Dame uniform next year, if for some reason he leaves, and this is not me knowing anything, I'm just saying because that's out there, right?
Mm-hmm.
If he leaves, I lose little faith in the running back room.
I
Obviously.
don't.
Really?
No, I don't, because I still feel like you can win a championship with Chris Tyree, Audric Estime, and Jadarian Price. I do. Now, is it even better? Is your margin? What happens, Vince, is your margin for error narrows greatly if you lose Logan Diggs.
Okay.
And now you can't have an injury. You can't have somebody not being as good as you think they're going to be, right? Everything has to go perfectly.
Yeah.
If Logan comes back, you've now got 3 returners that are ready to be studs, and you're not thrusting Jadarian Price into the mix right away.
But he can compete, and he can potentially.
If you have to play Jadarian Price in 2022, Notre Dame's going to be fine, in my opinion. That kid can flat out play. Now they've got to then restock the depth chart with the 2023 class and all those kind of things. But I look at it. I'm confident. I'm confident in the talent there, because I don't think you need elite running back. Like, you point to like 5-star backs and all that stuff, and you say, Georgia had a bunch of 5-star backs, but like, outside of one run by James Cook, I mean, they didn't really, play great last night, because you're always running the ball. You're always going to kind of be. It's always going to be more about the line than it is the backs in most instances. And to me, I look at Notre Dame's backfield in 2022, I think is going to be better than it was in 2017, to be honest with you. And so I think that's kind of where, I guess I'm just not someone who believes you necessarily need to have elite players there. I think you need really good players, guys that fit your system, guys that can do a little bit of everything, and I think that's what Notre Dame has. I think the talent is there, in my opinion.
Okay.
It's close. I think the key for me is how are you going to use that talent correctly? I think that's going to be more of a question mark for me, is do you use Chris Tyree better than you did in the past 2 years?
And that's going to be really important. That's a really important part of this equation, is how is Chris Tyree used?
Right.
I completely agree with that.
Right.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Yep.
So it's close, but it's not there yet. It's they got to go prove it. They got to go prove it. But
I have them as close.
Right. I mean, to me, I think you got 4 top 150 caliber backs on your roster.
Sure.
And one being a top 100 guy in Chris Tyree, in my opinion. But it's about using Chris Tyree effectively and correctly, which we started to see a little bit in the bowl game.
Right.
I mean, the running game's not there because your own line's getting blasted. So find other ways to get Chris Tyree the ball.
And
6 catches for 120 plus yards. You know what I mean? So that's because people focus too much on rushing. It's about production. And I don't care if you score by 5 passing touchdowns or 5 rushing touchdowns, just get the 5 touchdowns. I don't care if a running back has 180 yards and 120 of them are receiving and 60 of them are rushing, or vice versa. Just get the yards. Get the yards, get the points at the end of the day. In today's game, you can do more of that.
Yes.
And that's, to me, is